All right, here we are live in the legendary Hippodrome in Evelyn, Minnesota, home of the world's largest hockey stick as well. Got the boys in blue taking on Rockridge. Should be a good game here. As always, say thank you to our sponsors. Northern Amusement on the penalty kill. Lapeer Shoreline on the power play. Ryerson Construction for the game. Dale Schmidt Agency for our lovely scoreboard. And Citrus Meats on the 5-on-5 goals.
Puck is down, and we are underway here at the Hippodrome in Evelyn, Minnesota. Bemidji controls, comes right on goal though. And White will cover that one up and bring first stop and play with only a few seconds off the clock. White Tiger will take the face off here. It's controlled by
nobody yet, buddy.
The Wolverines in white, by the way. Bemidji wearing the navy blue. And the battle goes down into the corner. Wolverines come out to the slot, backhanded on goal. Stopped and covered up again by Whitey. And he'll bring us another stop and play.
Rockridge.
Heavy pressure right out of the gate here from Rockridge. Again with some injuries, so we are playing a little bit short-handed here today as Roscoe picks it up, takes it behind the net. Rockridge picks it up from there, stolen up on the far wall, ahead for Stitsworth and across for Meyer. Meyer's got to chase it down though, comes back out to the point, held in, and the battle's right at the blue line. Poked down into the net, and Baird chips it down further and puts a shoulder on his man. Sends it over to the far side for Meyer, up in the slot. Backhander, that's blocked in front. And it comes over to the near side. Angus Heather now, he'll step down. He'll look for a centering opportunity. Nobody there, though. And he'll come over to the far side where Meyer is going to attempt to hold the line, but he won't make it that far. Across the line the other way, Rockridge gets the zone, and it's tipped as it goes down into the corner. Baird now will bring it up the near boards. Try to chip it out of the zone, but it's held in there at the line. And Roscoe will retreat back into his own zone, get in under pressure from a forward there from Rockridge. This time Meyer takes it, he chips it all the way around to the far wall, and it's brought out of the zone by Stitsworth and carried all the way into the zone, and it comes back out. Well, Angus Heather will have to retreat back in his zone. He's upended as the puck goes around to the other side for Lapeer. Lapeer tries to stretch it up ahead, and he does. He gets Meyer, that'd be Ryerson, and now we got a delayed penalty for tripping on Rockridge. Meanwhile, Tyken takes the puck. He brings it around to the high slot, gets it down in deep for Ryerson. Ryerson over for Adams. We're setting up for the power play here. The backhanding pass up to the point was missed by Lapeer. And he'll have to retreat all the way back down behind his empty net. And he'll bring it back up. Finally comes onto a stick of Rockridge Wolverines, and they'll call this tripping penalty here with 14:45 remaining in the first period in a scoreless game here in Evelyn.
A tripping call. You can't trip out on the range.
Can't trip on the range.
It brings us up to a Lapeer Shoreline power play.
So Tyken will take the face off here.
You can't trip anywhere.
And it'll be controlled by Rockridge, and they chip it out of the zone. Westover will retreat and pick it up there. D to D for Lapeer. Lapeer for Tyken. And it's mishandled a little bit, but it comes over for Ryerson. Ryerson goes wide on the left. Brings it over to the wall. Tries to feed it over, but it's stolen by Rockridge, and they're going the other way. Battle on there for the puck. And Westover's lucky to get an interference penalty there. Comes back the other way, though. Goes down into the corner. Rockridge chips it up the boards. And they try to get it out, but Westover is able to hold it in again there. Puts a body on his man. That allows Ryerson to send it in deep. And Adams is down behind his own net. Over the far wall. They'll carry it into the slot. Knocked off of his stick, though, and then Roscoe will pick it up there at the point. He'll dump it back in deep for Ryerson. Minute 6 left on the power play here as Ryerson battles in behind. And he's going to send up to Roscoe at the point again over for Westover. Westover takes a shot. That one's deflected. Puck goes up into the stands. And that'll bring us down to the 55-second mark on the power play. 13:40 remaining in the first period in a scoreless game.
You're right.
I remember what's the team?
Off the faceoff, it comes right to Moran. Moran takes a shot on goal, and that's gloved down.
Shot for
And we'll have
Bemidji.
another stop.
Already got it.
Good job.
I had it earlier.
So Baird will step in again.
I
And this time it'll come up to Roscoe. Roscoe takes a look. He's going to walk in there. Takes a shot from the high slot. Stopped in again by the goalie.
Another one for Bemidji.
Down in the pads this time. Nice low shot. And we'll have another face-off right in that same dot. This time it comes to Moran. He looks in the center. He walks down right in the slot. Takes a shot. That was goes off the pipe. Goes over behind. And Rockridge clears his own on the far side. And that'll come all the way down where Roscoe will chase it down. But it will be icing, of course, at this level.
I just brought right on.
And we'll bring it all the way back down the other way with 32 seconds left on the power play. And scoreless game. Baird, Moran, and Yerbich. Yerbich takes a swat at it, sends it towards the cage, but it goes down in behind. And he'll go in there and battle for it with Moran. Moran will pick it up, and he'll bring it down in the corner, turn back, centers it. Nobody home. Well, there was people home, but they were all tied up. And Engelsether took a swat at it, and that one went wide. Comes all the way out to the point for Roscoe. Roscoe down for Yerbich. Engelsether now takes a shot. That one goes off the goaltender's stick right up into the roof, into the ceiling, I guess. And that'll bring a stop and play with only 4 seconds left on this tripping penalty for Rock Ridge. Off the faceoff, it comes up to Roscoe. Roscoe takes another shot. That one's deflected wide. Comes over to the near side. Moran tips it back down in there for Baird.
You're right.
Baird will skate it in behind. And the penalized player is back on, of course, as it comes up to Roscoe again. Back down to Baird. Baird takes a shoulder, gets it in towards the slot, but Rockridge will pick it up. Comes right to Roscoe. Steps in, shot, goal! Roscoe from the point steps over and rifles a clean one right past the goaltender for our first goal of the game at 1-0.
Maybe Roscoe from Yerbich.
I think it was Roscoe from Yerbich.
That's a Stitchworth 5-on-5 goal scored by number 27, Brody Roscoe. We think assisted by 25, Jace. Puts us on the board. Good start for the boys in blue. Out shooting Rockridge 4-1 right now.
We had a lot of pressure at 5-on-5 on our end there, but that penalty sure helped us out and gained a little momentum down on the other end. And even though that penalty had expired, the Rockridge Wolverines hadn't had a chance to really gain some momentum back again. They seem to have now, though, as the shot comes from the point, and it goes down into the corner, deflected. And they'll set it back up. Meyer will able to chip it out of there. Not quite, though. And Westover does get it out of there. And it comes right on into deep Jack's territory again. And we'll have to dig it out of there on the far side. Sent over for Stitchworth off of his stick. Tipped by Rock Ridge. And brought down in deep. Gets stolen there by the Rock Ridge player. And he gets a shot right on the side of the net. And a clearing attempt is again grabbed by Rock Ridge. Stitchworth will try it this time. Stays in at the point. It actually doesn't. It deflects back out. This time Tyken, he's got Ryerson down the left side. Takes the shot. It's easily saved. It goes down in behind the net. Down in the corner now, over the far wall. Comes up to the point for Roscoe. Roscoe tries to send it over for Tyken, but that's picked off and brought back out to center by the Wolverines as they gain the zone on the other side. Up in the netting it goes. And we have another stop and play with 11:08 remaining in the first period, and Bemidji leading 1-0.
The same as me?
Yep.
Because home's Rock Ridge, right?
Correct.
And then what was he doing?
So Bemidji controls with Roscoe behind his own net. He turns and runs around the other way. Picked off though by a Rockridge player in the center. They take a shot.
Nice block by
That one
Evan.
was blocked in front. It'll come out to the near side where Barrett will chase it out of the zone.
Lined up together, so
I'm sorry, that's Ryerson. Ryerson will dump it down in deep along with Adams. And Rockridge will pick it up off their stick there and skate back up the other direction. Comes on to Angusether in his own zone. He sends it ahead for Ryerson. Ryerson gets it ahead. Just a little bit too far for Adams, though. He couldn't get his stick on it. Could have maybe had an opportunity, but it goes down in behind. And he dumps it for Baird. Can't get a hold of it. Cleared to the other side, and Roscoe steps down to take it. And this time, the centering attempt there is picked off by Wolverines again, and they head down the other way. Angusether sweeps it off of their stick and gives some trouble there on the far side, or on the near side. And that gives Bemidji an opportunity to break out the other way. Held up at center, though. Rockridge gets a hold of it again. They send it in just beside of the net. And it'll go over to the far wall where Roscoe will now retreat back in behind his own net again. Turns to head back the other way. And Barrett will come in and help out. This time it's sent ahead for Ryerson, who falls on the play, and he can't get it into the zone. Rockridge dumps it back down in deep. It's not offside, or not an icing, though. And they'll go to work down in deep as it comes up to the point. Angusether, Ryerson, and Tyken all battling in there hard. Players whacking all over the place. Comes out to Angusether. He goes rink wide for Adams. Adams can't quite handle the pass. It's a hard one. And Rockridge will pick it up and bring it back into zone. Shot there, goes high and wide off the glass. And it comes to Angusether down deep. He chips it ahead for Tyken. Tyken now will get it up the boards, but not out. Now mishandled by the Wolverines. It will come out. And it'll be picked up there by Yerbich, and he'll take a shot from outside the blue line. It goes right on goal and filed over to the other side.
Shot for Bemidji.
Down in deep behind, goes to the near wall, and Rockridge spits it back out of there and starts coming back the other way. Westover's got a turn to settle him down. He does, and he's able to chip it back out to center like a good defenseman would. Rockridge back in their own zone, D to D, comes over for Lapierre at his own blue line, and now it's back up for Westover. Westover fans a little bit on it, so it allows Rockridge to come back at it again, and they'll send it all the way down into the far corner. 8:24 remaining in this first period here. 1-0 Bemidji as we battle down deep in the Bemidji zone. Rockridge will pick it up there, up to the point, take a shot from there, goes high, trickles out over the top of the cage. And as soon as Bemidji touches it, we've got a cross-check penalty.
On somebody.
Looks like it's going to be on number 18, Wyatt Tyken.
YouTube, please don't block this video. I'm not trying to copyright any songs. That's my warning. Please allow this video to be played.
So Bemidji's going to have to kill off a 2-minute minor here as they do control the face-off and send it out. It's not all the way out, though. They had just held it in barely.
Doesn't go the same.
And Rockridge will take it down in deep behind.
Brings us to our first
Tipped off their stick nicely by Roscoe, and then
that'll be icing.
Rebound comes to Angusether, and he chips it down with a little bit too much mustard on it. And that'll go all the way down for icing. Speaking of mustard, I feel like I'm on the inside of a French's mustard container right now. Walls are mustard yellow here at the Hippodrome.
Classic.
Got a snake pit over in Coleraine. They got a mustard pit here in Evelyn. Off the faceoff comes just wide of the net. Goes down in the corner where Moran, that's Stitsworth, picks it up there and sends it over for Roscoe. Roscoe will battle in behind. Go to the other side of it. He tries a cross-ice pass. That's picked off right in the slot. And they're going to whack at it at the high slot area. They finally get a shot off. It goes right in on Colton White. And somehow he's able to see that through all the traffic and gather it up with his glove and hang on.
The guy who picked it off looked like a free safety in football.
Rick, what do you have here on your power play? 1.16?
Yep.
1.16.
Yep. Minute 16 left in the Northern Amusement Power penalty kill.
And off the face-off, got another drive right into Whitey, and he's able to glove that one again.
4 shots for Rockridge
And
now.
So what?
we'll
Give-
face it
give
off in
them
that
2
same
more
spot
shots.
one more time.
So one.
Yeah, 1 more. Yep.
This time Moran's going to take the face-off. This comes to looks like
High stick.
Lapeer, and Lapeer gets interfered with. Lapeer goes down. Whistle blows. There's some discussion here
They call it
between the
penalty.
referees. And we're going to get
They got a penalty.
interference on number 28.
So that eliminates Northern Amusement penalty kill. Brings us to some 4-on-4 hockey now for 1 minute 8 seconds. I guess 1 minute 9.
That's Selly. Braden Selly gets that penalty for Rockridge. As we skate even up here for another minute, as Moran will pick that puck up and bring it up through center. Knocked off of his stick though, and Lapeer will come in there and sweep it into the zone as he gives chase. Comes off of his stick though, and they trade possession here in the neutral zone. Goes down into the Bemidji zone where Westover picks it up. He tries the near side, but he's off target there for Adams. And Rockridge will bring it back down into the zone. Held up there right in the slot. Now he gets a shot, and they get a goal. Whitey had a rebound there, and it got off to the slide, and they were able to get a stick on it and get one past.
Whoa,
That's going to be Braden Amos.
second time this thing's done this.
What do you say? What? What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
There we go. All right, off the face-off, Rockridge is going to control again. They'll send it down into the Bemidji zone. Angus Heather will grab it there. He'll skate in behind and stop. Sends it around the other side for Moran. Moran's going to try to tip it. Can't quite get it past the defense, though. And they get a shot from there. Goes on, stick saved to the near corner. We'll try and go break out on this side. And we do. Goes all the way down. It's going to be on goal. And with 6 seconds left in the penalty, Bemidji will maintain control down in their in
Brings us to
the
a
Rockridge
brief
zone.
shoreline
So
power play.
Tyken comes on, joins the fray as Moran drops it for Adams. And Tyken's going to pick it up there. Right onto the circle. And he gets it for Angus Heather in the center. Takes a shot that's broken up. Adams took a swing at it, and that one wouldn't go either. Tyken now on the near side. Dumps it for Adams down in deep. Goes off his skate and back up for Tyken. Tyken now tries to dump it back down for Adams. And Adams gets a hold of it. Tyken takes a shot. It's chipped out of there by the Wolverines. And 16 seconds left on their penalty, which means Roscoe is going to have to chase back and get it. He springs it up for Tyken. Tyken gets across the line on the near side. And he's bothered by a couple of players. It comes from Moran, steps in, shot and a goal!
Oh, dang it.
Tyken from...
I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. Missed the goal, unfortunately.
Doggone it. Well,
Looks like it's got full battery.
it's well, that was Moran from Tyken anyway.
Moran got the goal.
Moran got the goal from Tyken.
So Lapeer Shoreline power play goal scored by number 15, Peyton, assisted by number 18, Wyatt.
And we're underway again.
Makes it a little
As
bit
the
harder.
attempted dump doesn't go, and Rockridge comes back out with it to center. Back and forth across the line here. We're deep into the Bemidji zone. We got another whistle. And we're going to face off at the center dot.
Be quiet, Randy.
And the face-off again. This time is controlled by Rockridge as they come down in. Falls. Gives Yerbich a chance to swing it over the zone. Puts a body on his man. And they come back out of the zone with it and chip it ahead for Ryerson. Ryerson will chase it down into the Rockridge zone, but he can't get there in time to prevent an icing. And the puck will come down the other way.
some slight technical difficulties. We go into handheld mode here.
Off the face-off, shot comes right on to Colton White. He's able to stick save that one and hang on. And with 4:41 left in the first period, Bemidji's going to change up some players here as well as Rock Ridge. So we've got Tyken and
Bemidji 7, Rock Ridge 6.
Stitsworth and Meyer come out. Face off down into the corner. And it's controlled by Bemidji. As it's
nice pass.
Sent rink wide for Meyer. As it comes up to the near boards, Tyken will battle with it there. He'll send it down towards the corner again. Rock Ridge trying to spring their own player, and they will. So they get a shot from the blue line. That's easily saved by Whitey. And it'll come up the far wall with Stitsworth. Stitsworth tries to go cross ice, but it wasn't quite on target there, so Rock Ridge will bring it back down. Well, they'll get it into the middle zone there and dump it down in deep for Engessether. Engessether over for Roscoe. Roscoe's going to leave it for Stitsworth, and it comes back for Engessether. Up the near wall now. Out for Tyken at center. And he'll fall on the near boards as the puck goes down in the corner. Stitsworth now looking for an opportunity to send it up ice. Gets through Engessether at the point. He's going to chase back, and he's going to hang on to it there. Now and Lapierre will carry it up through center, across the red line, and he'll chip it up ahead for Stitsworth, but Stitsworth can't get his stick on it either. Rock Ridge now bring it up through center, and they'll chip it in across the red line, down in deep, and White will ring it around the boards to the near point where it's held in. Meyer lines up his guy, but sidestepped or missed, I'm not sure, or maybe just gave out, let him have it. And puck comes out to center. Back into Bemidji zone now. Meyer's throwing a body, and this time he's going to get an elbow, I think.
And
as he extended the arm. Now he's going to get it rough.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that.
And he's going to head to the bench. And the ref goes right over to the coach. Gave him a couple of words. 2-minute minor for roughing on Meyer.
This brings us to our second Northern Amusement penalty kill. The owner of Northern Amusement better stop making fun of the cameraman's ability.
So Rock Ridge will control in their own zone, or in a Bemidji zone rather, and they'll play catch up high. And they'll finally send it in down deep.
Roughing.
And can't quite get it up to center like they want to, and it's picked off by Roscoe. Roscoe sends it all the way down. That's going to be an icing on Bemidji. And we'll come back with only 28 seconds off of that penalty to Meyer. Off the faceoff, Roscoe controls again, chips it up ahead, it goes out, and the race is on. Stitsworth is going to get there, but the goaltender came way out of the goal and chipped it up to the near boards and carried back down for Rock Ridge. He tries to scoop it in through center, nobody there to receive it. So it comes up to the point and back to the other side again. Now they're going to try and send it across ice. Like I said, they tried to tip it out of there, but missed it. And it comes over to the near side for Rock Ridge, up to the point, back and forth. You can step in now and go down in deep, and it goes right up into the slot, and then Baird's able to pick it up and carry it back out of there. Sends it up ahead for Stitsworth as he takes a check at center ice. And the puck will go down in deep and then back out. Lapierre tried to sidestep his player, lost the puck in the process. And it comes back in down deeper. Engessether picks it up. Up for Baird at center. He tips it and sends it down in deep and goes for the bench. Rock Ridge is going to work it up the boards here. And it's going to come out of the zone. And Lapierre is going to have to skate the zone here a little bit, or skate the line in order to get in without being offsides. He does finally, and goes down in deep for Moran. And Rock Ridge will pick it up there and send it up the far boards right on to Adam Stick. He takes a shot on goal. Rebound. Falls down. And the puck squirts over to the near wall. Myers out of the box now with 42 seconds left in the period as Rock Ridge gains his own on the near side. And I think that's Westover is able to tip it off of his stick. And it comes back out of the zone. And Rock Ridge will retreat back down there. Adam steals it, walks right in, takes a shot, it goes off the post. Oh, another rebound there. That one's let loose in front. Finally, the puck goes there. The whistle blows as the goaltender covers up. And what a bunch of tight pressure there. Tight pressure? A lot of tight pressure there.
Tight pressure. Well, whoever Brody's dad is, probably going to give him some crap for that one.
Well, it was a good shot. It hits a little bit off, hit the post. You can hear it from here. And it comes back up for Yerbich. He takes a shot and he whiffs on it. You can feel that one up here. And it comes to Lapierre and he whiffs on it. A lot of wind down there as another shot goes on goal. He covers that one up. And that'll bring us down to the 6-second mark of the game, or I'm sorry, for the period. And Bemidji leading 2-1. Face off. And it'll go to the far wall and out to center. And they'll just blast it over to the near wall as the clock runs out and puts the first period in the books. 2-1 Bemidji. And I guess we don't have shots on the clock here.
We got 9-7.
9-7 here on our clock.
Favor of Bemidji.
So to recap, we got goals here by Roscoe and Moran. And we've got assists for Tyken and Yerbich. A couple of penalties. I think there was only 2. White Tyken with 1 and Corbin Meyer with the other. Cross check and a roughing on those 2.
Again, YouTube, I'm not trying to make any money off of this. Please don't block this video for the music that's being played. I don't have any control over it.
As Baird steps to the dot. So we got Stitsworth on the near side and Meyer on the far. And we're having some discussion here as Baird gets tossed. Not sure why. And Meyer is just going to bully his way through it. It's going to get it over to Baird, who chips it down into the corner. Wraps around behind. And Stitsworth will be down there, tries to chip it up the half wall. And can't quite get there. Baird now steps in towards the dot, but comes to Roscoe. Roscoe takes a shot, and his pad save, and goes to the far side. Angus Heather bites down, and he can't hang on to it there. But Baird's able to cover and bring it out. Now his D-to-D pass is stolen, and Rock Ridge gets a good shot on White, but puts him right into the center of his chest there, and he's able to hang on.
Colty's got a good chest.
Colton's got a good chest.
You see him, he's got the captain symbol on the jersey.
Face off to his right now. It's controlled by Lapeer. And it's tipped back for Tyken. Tyken will carry it along with him and send it up the far side. And he'll send it over for Moran on the near side. And Moran will come in wide on the right. Center's up. It's deflected in front. And it comes back out for Yerbich. Yerbich can't keep the stick on it, though. And it's battled up to the line. And Lapeer will send it back in. Comes to Moran up in the slot for Yerbich. Yerbich tries a one-timer. Goes out the heel of his stick and into traffic. This time it comes up for Westover. Westover puts one in. That one's saved. And covered up there by Ben Simatoski. Ben Simatoski. Goaltender for Rock Ridge. Doing a good job over there. Puck goes up along the far wall, and Rock Ridge is going to dig it out of there and bring it out to center. And it'll be tipped off nicely by Westover, and he's going to grab a hold of it and bring it up through center. Doesn't quite get across. They're going to wave this off. Comes down from Moran behind. He looks to center it up for Yerbich. Yerbich couldn't pull the trigger. Comes to Rock Ridge, though, and they're going to just send it all the way down. And that'll be an icing on Rock Ridge, and they'll bring it back to their end with 15:26 left.
Nice setup by Peyton there.
Very nice setup. Couldn't quite control the pass there, Yerbich. But sign of things to come, maybe. Off the draw, down in the far corner, Baird chips it in behind. And
Brody,
Adams
nice
puts
body.
a nice hip check on his player. But Rockridge is able to pick up the puck and spring their player down the middle. Ingestether's trying to catch up, put some trouble on him.
Nothing there.
And they're calling for a penalty over on the Wolverine bench, but they're not going to get it. Comes over to the near side for Roscoe. He's going to chip it up the boards. And it's going to come all the way down into the Rockridge zone. This time Baird's going to fall. And he's going to get checked hard.
Bodies everywhere.
That is really a hard check. That's of the boarding variety, if you ask me.
I want to give some credit to Evan on that back check, though.
Rockridge's going to get a shot on White. He's going to send it over the near side. And it's going to get shot from the point and stopped by Baird. Baird's going to carry it back out. Send it back up for Ryerson. And Ryerson's going to dump it in down deep. Cross ice for somebody, didn't connect. And it goes down into the corner where Tyken's going to battle for it along with Ryerson. Rockridge gets a hold of it. They ring it around the boards. It's going to be held at the line by Roscoe. And Roscoe will send it back in deep for Ryerson. On the far wall for Tyken. And comes up the slot for Ingestether. He puts one off the post. Swept back out of there again. Roscoe's way over on the left side. Saved the line there.
Yeah.
Must have been looking to go to the bench, maybe.
Yeah, he kind of slid it in there, and Brody the other Brody, just fanned on a nice little opportunity right in front of the net.
Mm-hmm.
My Brody. They're moving the puck really well.
Off the face-off, it gets just past that big long stick of Lapeer, and he's got to chase it back into his own zone. Mishandled by the boys in blue, so it's going to have to be retreated back in their own zone as Stitsworth is doing all kinds of stick work to get around that defender. Lost to the Rock Ridge and then back for Meyer. This time Lapeer will chip it out to the center ice. And it's in skates like crazy over here. Near side now, it's picked up by Rockridge again and sent back in deep. Stopped behind White, or behind the goal by White. And this time comes back to the point shot. That one goes wide. Whistles through everything. And Meyer will get a hold of it there and chip it up ahead for Tyken. Tyken gets a hold of it in his own zone. Shot on goal. And it's stopped by the goaltender, Simatoski. And that'll bring a stop in play. So 12:54 remaining here in the second. Bemidji still leading 2-1. Simatoski. Still working on the name of that kid.
I found out then.
Face-off is just off to his right. And it's controlled by Bemidji, centered up, but nobody at home. Rockridge gets a hold of it and brings it out through center. Gets up to the line, takes a shot. That stick saved by Whitey. And he'll send it over in the far corner where they battle for it over there. Squirts out for Yerbich. He's going to carry it all the way into the zone. He's going to go wide on the left. Stops up, looks for a shot, takes a shot. And that was blocked as it goes in behind, and Moran grabs it back there. He's going to chase down that player. Man, he's a good forechecker today. And Yerbich will come in to help out, a diving sweep at it. And he'll finally come to him. He takes a shot from there, goes whistles right by the mouth of the goal and over to the far wall. Out for Engessether at the point. He'll work it down again for Moran, and they'll battle for it in the corner. Back out to the point, but Engessether was a little bit over onto the center ice there, and it gets past him and back out to center. Baird to step down. He's back on the ice looking good, so that check on him was no worse for the wear. As Moran now will chase him down into the corner and ring it back around for Engessether. Takes a shot from there, and he's leveled as right off of the play. And it comes to Roscoe. Roscoe takes a shot, and that one's deflected up into the netting. And that'll bring another stop at 11:30 left in the second period. And still Bemidji leaving 2-1. Referees are having fun about something. Usually those guys aren't laughing. Off the faceoff, it comes to Lapierre. Lapierre sends it down in deep for Adams, but it's stolen there by the Wolverines, and they come out to center. Cross the line on the far side. Westover steps them up there, and it comes back out to center. And now we got 2-0 if we hurry. Oh, it gets ahead of Ryerson, though, and Adams is able to step in there and sweep one towards the net, but it goes just wide and down in the corner. Back out to center now. Westover gets a hold of it there, and he's pestered like crazy as he brings it in. Oh, and they're going to call that one offsides as Adams is just across the line. And so we'll blow that one down, and we'll reset up here just outside the box. Off the faceoff, Lapierre controls in his own zone. 10:56 left in the second period. Bemidji leading 2-1. And tied in shots on goal. 9-9. Offside there is a call. And we'll face off in front of the Wolverine bench. Off the faceoff, Rockridge controls, sends it in right for Lapierre. Lapierre ahead for Adams. Adams will toss it in on goal. And that was easily saved as it wasn't too hard. It comes back to him behind, though. Looking for a center. And he sends it up for Ryerson off the pipe.
Oh, what a beautiful
nice redirect. Play. But it was just off target by a smidge. And comes back out all the way down into the Bemidji zone where Westover is going to have it there. He sends it up to the point, and they take a slapper. And it comes all the way through to Ryerson and up to the point. Back down to the side of the goal, and Westover's going to try to send it up for Adams on this side. Adams will get a hold of it. He'll send it up to center, but it's right on the stick of a Wolverine player and back down in. This time Westover is going to chug his way down in there, and he's got to hustle to help out. And he goes down in the corner in that battle. Over on the far wall now. It comes to Tyken. Tyken gets it ahead for Adams at the near side. Adams walks in, drops it for Tyken again. Tyken can't keep it on his stick, though. It goes down in the corner. Sends it over for Adams. And Adams will let it go by and let Meyer take it over on the far wall. Meyer tries to center, but it's deflected and out to the far wall again, where they carry it back out. And they'll dump it down and head for a change as well. 9:17 left in the second period. 2-1 Bemidji. Tipped down into the corner. No, it's not tipped. But it was brought in offside this time. Tip didn't go, and so Baird tried to get it in the zone, and meanwhile Adams had drifted in and came in offside.
Bemidji, a little snake-bitten Man, those posts.
A lot of posts today, yes. Comes back to the Rock Ridge defender. Tries to spring one of his guys, but Baird has got other ideas. Comes to Stitsworth. Stitsworth takes a shot, and that one's deflected out loose. Another shot, that one goes wide. And it goes over to the far wall where Meyer turns, and he sends one on goal, and that one's saved. Chipped up ahead, held in by Roscoe. Roscoe will send it down in deep, and they'll go to work again with Stitsworth. Back up to Roscoe. He's going to take another shot. This one's blocker saved. Comes to Meyer. He takes a shot. That one goes over the net. My goodness. Comes
Good
to Roscoe
pressure.
again. He tries to center it in for, well, he sends it down into the far corner again. This time the clearing attempt gets past Engesether, and they take a swipe at it as they get into the zone. And Roscoe puts a body on his man to keep him from doing that. So Meyer chips it ahead, overskates it, and Baird gets it back to him. And it goes up the wall and picked up by Rock Ridge. Out to center where Lapeer tips it, and they still gain the zone. And they get a shot, but it's blocked by Engesether. And it's loose in front, and it's just whacking at it. It goes just past the post on the near side. And Lapeer will chip it up the wall for Stitsworth. Now over to the far side. It's up to the point. Stitsworth finally gets it out of the zone. And under some pressure, Wolverines get it back in deep, and Engesether's going to pick it up behind his own net. He sends it up ahead for Meyer. Meyer backhands it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be on goal, so it won't be an icing. And everybody changes up for Bemidji. And somebody's hollering about something. I don't know what all the hollering's about. Other than we had just about everybody on the bench when they were coming back up the ice. So
Yeah, I'm guessing they're hoping the players to get moving a little bit quicker. Try to take advantage of the line change.
off the faceoff down into the Rock Ridge zone. And Yerbich will pick it up down in the corner. Overskates it. And I think that's Moran down there. Gets it up the boards, comes to Roscoe. Roscoe will send it back down in deep. Moran is back down there still. And he picks it up, looking for center. Can't quite get there though. He's pinned up against the boards. Battle up to the side of the net. And it'll go right trickling behind. Yerbich now will bring it over to the near corner, tries to reverse it back. Knocked off of his stick. And it comes up to center there for Tyken. Tyken turns right into the dot, tries to shovel it into the goal. And it's covered up at the blue paint there by the Rock Ridge goaltender. And we'll have another stop and play with 6:40 remaining in the second. Bemidji still leads 2-1. And it's looking like Bemidji's got the edge in shots. 13-10 on the board at least. As it comes to Roscoe. Roscoe takes a shot, and that one's booted out of there. Comes right to the dot for Yerbich. Yerbich takes a hard shot that goes off the side of the net. Down in the corner. Try to feed it back out of there. Comes for Roscoe. Man, he's been saving the line today. Comes for Tyken. Tyken steps in, takes a shot, glove save. Trickles out to the other dot. And comes all the way out to center where Engesether grabs a hold of it there. He sends it across ice. No one there to receive it. And Roscoe will get a hold of it and bring it around behind his own net. Sends it ahead for Moran. Through him, now it comes to Tyken. Tyken will get a hold of it. He's bumped ahead. Maintains control. Carries it over towards the dot. Works his way towards the slot, but can't quite get there before it's knocked off of his stick. This time Rock Ridge will get it out of the zone. And we've got a foot race on here for the puck as Engesether puts a body on his man. And Rock Ridge will get a hold of it still and get a shot on goal. And it'll come up the other side as Yerbich sends it ahead for Moran. Gets past him, though, comes right to him, though, again. And he'll work it up to the dot, and he'll send it across ice for Yerbich. Yerbich takes a shot, looking for the redirect there, but Tyken couldn't get a stick on it. Rock Ridge back out to center. And we got a player that blows a tire down here. Looks like Lapeer blew a tire as he was trying to clear the zone, and it stays down in there. So Engesether will pick it up behind his own, reverse it, and he'll come up the near side with room to skate. Comes up the near wall, stops at the red line, and puck gets away from him and comes over to Yerbich, who tips it down in the zone a ways. Back out to center, comes on to Rockridge stick. I think that one went off the crossbar.
It's crossbar.
And went up into the glass behind.
It's not just us that hit it.
Yerbich now busting his way out of the zone. Falls finally. And the battle goes to the red line. Comes to Angus-Ether. He sends it all the way down. Decided he needed a rest, I guess. Iced that one with purpose. With 4:24 remaining in the second period, leading 2-1.
It really feels like Bemidji's kind of taking over this second period.
They're certainly working harder. And off the face-off, Adams will get it out to center, take a hit, and Rockridge will pick it up and send it back up ice. Hit across the line. Down in deep. Angus-Ether puts a body on his man. Rockridge maintains control though. And they go in behind, send it to the far wall where they take a slapper down into the corner again. Up the wall, back up to the point. They take a shot from there. Deflected and trickles wide of the net down in the near corner. Comes up for Adams. Adams is going to send it across for Meyer. Meyer leaves it for Stitsworth. And Stitsworth will get it into the zone, but it'll roll off of his stick. Meyer now will put a body on his man. And it'll go to the far side where Wolverines pick it out again. Take a long shot from the blue line, goes wide of the net. And Roscoe will reverse it around, get it down for Adams, but it comes on to another Wolverine stick, and they take a shot that goes wide. Another shot from the point, and it goes down into the corner again. A little bit broken up here now as Roscoe's going to grab that thing. He's going to skate it out of there, up ahead for Meyer. Meyer gets across the line, good. Takes a swipe at it. It goes down in the corner off of the deflection. Adams is down there to get it. And the battle is going to be, well, it's going to be, I think, won by Rockridge as they go up the far boards. Out to center now. Roscoe's able to get that long stick out and snag it after the misplay there by Rockridge. And we're going to have an offside call here as I think Adams had snuck across the line in on the near side again. You got to try to do that when you're behind the referee. So Tyken, Moran, and Ryerson are on the forwards. Ryerson sends it back over for Tyken. Can't get a stick on that one. And it goes to the near side. Right in the slot, Ryerson takes another shot. And that one goes right into the wickets of the goaltender again, and he's able to close them up and hang on this time. 2:32 remaining, second period. Comes over to Bemidji to control. Westover puts one on goal. Covered up again by Mr. Simitkoski. And so we'll face off again to his left. And finally the puck is dropped and it's controlled by Rockridge and maintained by Moran. Goes down in the corner. And Ryerson will come away with it. He'll send it up to the point on the far side for Westover. Westover chips it down for Moran. Moran can't quite control it. It was high. And it comes over to the near side where Westover leaves his feet to take a check and could have got a charging penalty on that one, I think. But it comes in on Moran's stick and he gets stopped at the slot. And it comes back out for Westover. Westover is going to send it in there, blocked. And the battle is won there by Tyken. He's able to keep it in the zone. Sends it down in deep. Now we're going to have we got a delayed penalty here. Looks like it's going to be a trip, and it's going to be on the Wolverines of Rockridge.
Brings us to our second Lapeer Shoreline power play. Maybe it's third. I think we had a brief one in there too.
So at the minute 38 left in the period, we're going to have a power play. And the puck is brought over to the near side. Roscoe now over to Angus Heather. Angus Heather takes a look, sends it back for Roscoe at the pie slot. Out at the near side for Stitsworth. Doing the diamond with a guy in the center. I think Stitsworth walks around, sends it in. Rebound. Meyer can't get one in there. Comes right over to Angus Heather. And they chip it back out of the zone. And Roscoe's able to get a hold of that one. Send it up for Stitsworth on the near side. Back and forth across the line. Excuse me. And it comes to Meyer. Baird. Sends it back for Angus Heather. Angus Heather's going to have to retreat behind his own line, his own net there, with a minute 13 remaining on the penalty and 49 seconds left in the period. Roscoe now will get it up ahead for Meyer. Meyer gets across the line, takes a shot from there. That one's deflected up into the netting with 38 seconds left in the period.
Nice.
1 minute remaining on the power play. And the face-off will come out to the left of Simitkoski. Controlled by Lapierre at the point. He winds up, takes a shot. That one's blocked in front. Comes right back to him. He can't hang on to it, though, and Westover retreats into the center zone to get it. Now to Yerbich. Yerbich ahead for Tyken. Tyken didn't see it. And it comes to Rock Ridge. Gets it back out. Checked up. Tyken gets it to Yerbich. Yerbich turns and sends it down in deep. 15 seconds left in the period on the power play. Rolls around to the far wall for Westover. Westover down the wall for Adams. Comes out for Lapierre at the point. Lapierre walks in and whiffs on the shot. Had some pressure there, and Rock Ridge will carry it back out of there. And they'll dump it in down and deep, and that'll do it for the second period here at the Hippodrome. 2-1 Bemidji leads as we go to the dungeon and let the Zamboni come out and do its thing. So we're looking at probably 14 minutes, 12 to 14 minutes here again until we're back with action.
What are you doing?
we'll get back to the third period here. Bemidji looked really good in that second period, I thought. Just couldn't get some pucks in the net. A lot of post action, but
A lot of ringers.
overall been a pretty good back and forth game. So I get a little bit of a tight score here. I'd like to see Bemidji kind of open up and get a goal or two. Yeah, just one game for this weekend.
Yeah, dwindled down to. We only had 2 to begin with, and dwindled down to 1. So the home team should still have a filler in the box here.
22 seconds here.
22 seconds, yes, and his number is 20. It'll be a Liam Hivonen. So we'll have to watch and see if Liam gets in the net or in the box. There he goes. He's a big hombre, that guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, we're back at the hip for third period. Refs are pointing around. And we're underway. Comes to Lapeer. He sends it ahead for Stitsworth. Comes back to Lapeer right on goal from there. And it'll be saved and brought in behind. Up to the point again. Lapeer will take another swing at it. And that goes wide and up into the glass. Stitsworth takes a shot. That one goes wide. Now Westover is going to set it down in deep as the penalized player comes back on. And Baird's going to get it up for Meyer rather.
He put a lot of gas on
Put
that.
some gas on that one. And I think
guess you could say he put some mustard on the mustard rink.
Knocked the rubber right off of the puck on that one. Comes to him again. And he loses it at the high circle as Rockridge picks it up and carries it out. Gets across the line. They dump it in deep, and it's going to ring around for Lapeer. Lapier's going to send it up ahead for Stitsworth. Stitsworth for Baird. And it's going to come out to the point where Stitsworth is going to get out of the zone, and Meyer was waiting for it down here. He tries to deke but can't do it. Comes back out to center, and Baird nicely bodies his man and takes possession. That little no-look pass from Westover was nearly picked off. Westover retreats and recovers. And this time Stitsworth does a really nice job of working it up through and gets it up to Lapeer. Sorry, that's Baird. Back up to Roscoe. Roscoe's going to step, take a shot. That one goes wide. I think it was tipped. And it goes over to the far side. Meyer saves the line. Not for long, though, as it comes out to Roscoe. Roscoe across for Meyer. He's got a little room to skate. And he'll skate it in down wide on the left side. And it'll go in behind. As Rockridge picks it up from the far wall there. Knocked off of their stick by Roscoe. He's got a man in the slot. That's Adams. He can't quite redirect it accurately. And it goes over to the far corner, or near corner. Rockridge picks it up, sends it up. Stolen again by Roscoe. And Roscoe's having a pretty good game today. Goes back the other way. Goes back the other way and comes over for Ryerson. And Roscoe again is going to get a hold of it. He'll send over to the far wall with it. Goes off of his stick though, right? Boy, nice puck movement there by the Wolverines, and they get one off the side of the net. Shot from the point, gets deflected in front. Another shot, that one's deflected and goes wide. Bemidji's got to get possession here. Rockridge gets a hold of it again, comes up the near side. They turn towards the goal, take a shot, and that one goes off the stick of White. And down into the near side, comes out to the point, and they just chip it down into the corner and make the guys work for it some more. Angus Ethers says, I'll do that. He sends it up into the stands for a souvenir.
Bemidji almost at a 2-1 clip here on shots on goals. Oh, nice gesture by the
There
ref.
we go. They got to reward that young feller for throwing the puck back, and they'd found it on the bucket and gave it back to him. Kudos to the refs for that one. Off the faceoff, it goes to Lapeer. Lapeer around behind for Yerbich. Yerbich tries to get it over for Baird, but it's through him. And we got to retreat back into our own zone and reset. Goes in behind. And he's going to get up the boards for Yerbich. Yerbich will backhand it down into the Rockridge zone where Moran is. He'll turn, centers it. Loose in front, comes onto a Rockridge stick and back out to center. Tipped by Lapierre. And it's going to come back into the zone just barely offsides. As I think it was Baird was still skating towards the line to get onside. Off the face-off, Lapierre again. He'll send it up ahead for Moran. Moran right down the slot side. Takes a shot, save, rebound, saved again. Yerbich with a second opportunity there, and that one went off the blocker as well. And Rockridge comes back the other way. And Yerbich will work it back up to the line and out. Rockridge gains the zone again by trying a shot. And Baird will send it back the other way. Up to center. Here's Yerbich trying to fight for it. Down into the zone. And he finally gets to it. He centers it up, but everybody was either on the bench or somewhere else. So Rockridge grabs it, brings it up through the center zone on the near side, gets across the line, and Westover nicely stick checks that one. Comes up to the point, and that shot, got to check the stick on that one. That one was so far bad that he had to make sure his stick wasn't broken. This time Yerbich chips it out of the zone. And Moran will battle for it again as Yerbich steps in and carries it into the zone. But it's knocked off of his stick again. Moran brings it down the boards. It's knocked off of his stick. And it comes back out to center. Center of the zone, rather. This time Roscoe's going to send it far side for Tyken. He'll get into the zone with it. And he'll bring it on the left set on the backhand and looking for a center, but it wasn't there. Centered up this time for Baird. I'm sorry, that's Stitsworth. He gets one in there, but Simitkoski
was playing a good game.
Was able to hang on to that one. Lots of movement this time. Puck is moving well, I'd say. Maybe not super accurate, but the puck's moving. And the faceoff will stay in his zone. Angus Heather's going to get a hold of it. He takes a shot. Oh, and that was booted wide, I think. And it comes over to the near corner where Meyer battles for it. And it comes all the way up to the zone, up to the line and out. Angus Heather for Roscoe. Roscoe now will send it across ice for Meyer. Meyer tries to deep, can't do it. Stolen from him. Up to the line, Angus Heather holds the line, and Meyer tries to spring Tyken, but he gets past him. No. Now he picks it up on the far side, sends it towards the goal,
or something.
And it's gathered up there by a Wolverine and brought out the far side. Out to center, he overskates it, backhands it down, comes right on to Roscoe's stick. Roscoe again, back across for Meyer. Meyer's got Tyken breaking, but he takes onto it. Tries a shot this time from the high circle.
I think so.
And that one goes wide. Tykens gets up for Stitsworth. Stitsworth takes a shot. That one's saved. Loose in front, whacking at it like crazy.
Because we have it plugged in.
And the puck will squirt out behind. Rockridge will sweep it around to the near side where Angus Heather is. And they're going to get it past him this time. And this time Stitsworth comes over and puts a body on the man. He gets the worst of it, but the puck is separated as intended. Rockridge now in their own zone, but the Bemidji zone, will get a hold of it and send it up to the line, and he'll go back down in the corner. Back out to the point and out of the zone as Rockridge turns, sends it back down in there. And Meyer will grab it at his own blue line, send it over to the wall where Tyken was already headed to the bench. And Rockridge will bring it in on the right-hand side. Angus Heather gives him trouble. Chasing him down, they get it up centered, and it goes out to the point and held in. Back for Baird now. He'll retreat in his own zone, drop it back for, I think that's Angus Heather, off the boards, and not out again. Back down in deep. This time Lapierre is going to take a shot, and he'll get it out of the zone, and now we got Ryerson breaking with some speed. Comes into the dot, looking for a center. Adams is there, but hasn't got a good shot, so he sends it over for Baird on the near side. And this time it'll go up the boards and out. And they wave off icing on that one. Westover absolutely thought that one was going to be icing, and he wasn't ready to skate it out. Meanwhile, Bemidji sends it back the other direction, almost iced that one. As it goes down into the corner, and Rockridge digs it out, brings it back up. Westover overskates it on the point, and Roscoe's able to help out on the other side. He backhands it up for Baird. Baird comes across the line on the left side, and he scoops it into the slot. No one's there to get a hold of it, though, so Westover's got to switch positions with Roscoe and send it back down in deep. Locals are calling for a trip. Probably should have had it. And the puck goes back down in behind. And up the other side. Not out, though. Roscoe's there to hold it. Comes over for Adams on the corner. And the battle continues. Work their way towards the net with it. And down in the far corner, they get it back out. This time it's going to come across the line. And Westover's going to send it across the near side for Roscoe. He's going to gain the zone down to the hash marks along the wall. Centers it up for Tyken. Can't get it off the side of the net, though. And Rockridge is going to get it out to the corner and get it out of the zone. Cross the line the other way. They're fan on the shot. And the other shot is not going to go either. And the puck comes out to center with Tyken. He's got some speed. Takes to the spot, the dot, takes a shot. That one goes deflected up and over. And it goes down into the near corner where Rockridge picks it up and heads the other way behind their own net. Tipped off of their stick. And Angus Heather will retreat and get it back in his own zone. He'll stop behind his own goal. Pressured there, takes a hit. And he sends it over the far side, but there's no one there to receive it. Goes back down, rings all the way around the boards, and chipped out to center. And down into the Wolverine zone. 7:49 left in the game. Bemidji leading 2-1. Angus Heather pitches down. He takes a hard hit as he sends that one in deep. And puck will come out to center where Moran will retreat to pick it up. And he's watching it, sends it up ahead for Yerbich. Yerbich tries to tip it ahead for Tyken. Tyken takes a high hit with an elbow, and that won't be called. And comes back up to the point for Angus Heather and past him. Roscoe will chip it up ahead. This time it'll come to Yerbich and Tyken. Tyken's got it. He'll get across the line, but not without being offside, as Yerbich got in ahead of him. And you got to cross that line with purpose. Off the faceoff, Bemidji controls, and Angus Heather's got on the near side. He's going to skate this one in, and he chips it down into the corner and rings it around the boards. Down in deep, they battle. And Meyer sneaks up into the slot, takes a shot. That one's sent wide, I believe.
Gotta hit that net.
And he comes over and puts a hard body on the other Wolverine there as the puck goes down in behind for Stitchworth. Stitchworth puts it in the corner for Baird. Baird tries to get up for Angus Heather, but it's picked off and sent back in. Now Stitchworth has it again deep. Squirts all the way around, and Angus Heather's not going to be able to pinch and get that one, so he skates out of the zone. And Wolverines get it across ice, but they can't pull the trigger. Out to center they go. And the clearing attempt is whiffed, and it comes right to Baird, right in on goal. He takes a little house you going opportunity. And it was saved well by that goaltender and comes back out to center. Ridden off the play nicely. And the puck goes down into the Rockridge zone. That's going to be an icing on Bemidji.
Yeah, game of opportunities. We just can't capitalize.
Somehow Beard snuck around the defense there.
Yeah,
got in all alone.
That goalie's playing a heck of a game.
Shots on goal are 30 on the board. It's 30-12 in favor of Bemidji. And so the ref on this near side of the ice is going to toss both of them. So Adams will step in. The ref will grab the puck. And this one will be controlled by Bemidji and out of the zone. And Rockridge will send it across ice and get it right back in. On the far right side, send it towards the goal. And White will glove that one and hang on with 5:40 left in the game, and Bemidji still leading 2-1. Face-off is knocked out of the zone by Bemidji. And it comes to Tyken, who chips it down into the Wolverine zone. And they'll turn around and head back the other way. Right from the high circle, blocked in front, it comes to Adams. Adams chips it past the defender and skates around him. Gets it over, tries to get over for Tyken. Tyken gets a swat at it, but it goes wide of the net. And it's rung around the boards to the near side for Westover. Westover takes a shot, and that one goes into the glove of the goaltender for another stop with 5:09 remaining in the game and a 2-1 lead for Bemidji.
Give a little credit to nice little move by Brody to get around there to chip it in. And now they're setting up. All these guys are setting up some really good opportunities. Moving the puck well, just not going in the net.
Faceoff is controlled by Moran. Skates it down into the corner. And he's looking up for Angus Heather. Decides to go with Baird. Baird over for Roscoe. Roscoe takes a shot. That one goes right into the midsection of the goaltender again, and he collapses down on that one for another stop. So we'll face off to the left of the goaltender here. And it comes up to Moran, Roscoe again, saving the zone. And this time he's not able to. He's going to retreat. He'll get there first, though. And he'll protect that puck with his body as he goes back around behind his own net. He's gonna lose it, though. Rockridge is going to get hold of it. They try a centering chance. They get a shot. That one's booted out of there by Whitey. And Bemidji gets a hold of it and sends it back up ice. There's a trip. And I don't see any harms in the air on that one.
Little collision center there.
Or are we? Maybe I did see an arm in the air.
I think that last shot was Rockridge's just second of the period. Bemidji really clamping down.
Not sure why we blew the whistle there.
I didn't catch it either.
Should have been a trip, but it wasn't. So I guess we're just going to face off outside the zone. And it'll come to Roscoe. Roscoe will work it over towards the right side. Takes a hit after he lets go of it. And we got another whistle. Must have been an icing. Or an offside, rather, I should say. And it comes back to Roscoe again. This time over for Angus Heather. Angus Heather is going to carry it up through center. He's got some momentum. Carries it across the line. Tries to sidestep the defender, but can't do so. And the puck will go over to the far side where Roscoe blasts it back down in there. And it's picked up by Rockridge. Can't get it out of the zone though, as Roscoe gets a hold of it, takes another shot, and it's stopped by that big goaltender. I don't even know if he saw that one, but it dropped right at his feet and dropped down to cover that one up. 3:46 left in the game. Bemidji still up 2-1 with shots 32-14. This time Rockridge will try to get it out of there, and it's stopped by Roscoe, but they do get it out finally and come in on the right side. Try to shovel it towards the goal, but that doesn't go. And the battle goes to the far wall. This time Stitsworth is going to get a hold of it. He's going to send it up ahead for Tyken. Tyken's able to get it on his knees. And we've got Meyer coming down the other side, but he's covered well. And he can't get a stick on it. So he's going to go down the corner. This time he tries to do a one-timer for Tyken, but Tyken can't get a good stick on it. And it goes right on through. Rockridge comes the other way now, across the line. And down in deep. This time they're going to turn in right at the side of the net. Going to go in behind. And players are exchanging possession here as it finally comes out and tipped by Stitsworth as he goes to the bench. On a near wall, Baird gets it into the zone, keeps it there. He's working through about 4 players though, and it gets knocked off of his stick and over to the far side. Lapierre's got it over there, sends it up ahead for Meyer. Meyer tries to chip it in, comes right back out. Now back in again by Adams. Adams falls, and the clearing attempt is stopped by the referee. Comes to Adams, takes a shot, glove down again. Shot was right on, but he's gloved again by the goaltender on his, what would be his 35th shot on goal. It'd be his 31st save. And he'll hang on. So with 2:22 left in the game, we will face off in the zone, and it comes down to the near corner as Bemidji controls. Well, not so much. Rockridge now will control. They drop it for another play, and they give it right back to Ryerson. Ryerson sends it in on goal. Loose in front. Rebound. He covers that one up too. And Baird had a chance there to get it down in the slot. And so it looks like we're going to have a penalty here. 2 minutes for roughing on Adams.
That's not a great time to take a penalty.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there's that much going on in front of there.
It really didn't.
It is what it is.
The Rockridge fans seem to think there was something, so maybe they were right. Timeout here for Bemidji, I suspect.
Yep.
And 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes 4 seconds on the clock. And so for the foreseeable future here, Bemidji will skate this one out shorthanded. Unless, of course, Rockridge gets one themselves.
That brings us to another Northern Amusement penalty kill.
All right, we got an off-ice official here that's saying that was not a good call. Yeah. And I believe he's wearing green down underneath that jacket. So we'll take that. We'll take that assessment.
No.
So it'll be a travesty if this one gets tied up, but we'll see what happens here. Rockridge has already pulled their goalie. Maybe they were the ones that called their timeout, but it's 6-on-4 here now. And the puck comes down in the corner. It's rung out to the point, kept in at the point, and they play catch right up at the high point. They're going to step into the dot, take a shot. That one's going to go wide. But White's not going to take any chances, and he gloves that one down and brings us down to 1:53 left in the game. So Tyken to take this face off. And it's sent out to the corner for Westover. Westover's going to chip it off the glass, and he's going to get it out.
Take a nice bounce.
Nice, not too far for icing either. It goes down into the Rockridge zone, and they'll dig it out of there and bring it back up ice. On the left side, come right to the dot, takes a shot. Whitey will glove that one too. And he'll hang on for another stop and play. Minute 39 left. It seems like I just said that number. But I must not. I have a minute 39 left in the game. And Bemidji shorthanded on a 6-on-4 opportunity. Or play here, I should say. Down in the corner, Rockridge will control, will bring it up to the point. Play some catch along the far wall. And clocks are ticking, minute 26 left as they play catch along the far wall. And it's going to go up to the point now finally. Back to the far wing, back up to the point. Shot from there, it's tipped up high. Well, loose in front, goes in, trickles in behind. Now a knock off of their stick by Roscoe. And Westover is going to battle for it there. Roscoe gets a hold of it, sends it up but not out. Rockridge controls, and they send it back down in the corner on the wall. 52 seconds remaining. Shot on goal goes right into the armpit. Right in the glove, rather, of Colton White. And he hung on to that one with style.
Wow, what a save.
And that was a save of the day right there, probably.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity by Rockridge going in.
So it'll be 50 seconds now left in the game as we still take another face-off to Whitey's right. And off the face-off, Scrum is at the dot. Rock Ridge will pick it up down in their corner, send it over the near side. They work it up the wall, back down to the corner. And they come out to the point. Big feller, he takes a shot. That one's deflected over to the far corner. As the clock kicks down to 29 seconds. In the slot, another shot. Trickles wide, goes into the near corner. Comes up to the point again, goes up to the hot slot, back out. This time they're going to be a forecheck with Moran. And they're going to send it back in deep. Engelsetter's going to get a hold of it. He's going to take it back behind his net. And he's going to send it over into the near corner, get a hold of it again. This time he's going to get checked from behind.
There we go.
And he rings it out.
Could be it.
This time it's going to go down and the clock's going to run out. And the Lumberjacks of Bemidji are going to be victorious here at the Hippodrome with a 2-1 victory over the Rock Ridge Wolverines.
That save by Colton, that was a game saver.
That is the one.
Beautiful save. Other Rock Ridge, hats off to the Rock Ridge goalie. He played lights out.
He sure did. 33 shots on goal to our 17.
31
so
saves. So
if you had to give a player to the game to one side, it's got to be that Smitkoski.
Yeah.
But on our
really
side,
game.
if we're going to give a player of the game, it'd probably have to be Roscoe. He had a pretty dynamic game, I think. Unless you had other ideas on that. But
yeah, he was kind of everywhere tonight. You know, boys in blue played a good game. Put a lot of shots on net. Just couldn't get what we normally get in. But hats off to that Rock Ridge goalie. And thanks to our sponsors, Ryerson Construction for the game, Stittsworth Meats for the 5-on-5 goals, Lapeer Shoreline for the power play, Northern Amusement, despite your negative comments towards the cameraman, thank you for sponsoring the penalty kill, and Dale Schmidt Agency for sponsoring the scoreboard. So we are off tomorrow. I will be broadcasting back in the same area for 2 games with the Bantam B Red team. See how that goes. I'm going to attempt to broadcast through an iPad, test that out. So we will see you next Friday over in Fargo. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Throw the thumbs up for the video and